and graduate assistantship appointment. They are actually treated as employment. So yeah, that's why you can see appointment. So let me click on this graduate assistantship appointment for Arizona State University. So yeah, because we didn't have time to look for everything on the other page, when you do it manually, you get the information about it. So there's the funding. So graduate appointment and graduate assistantship. So they'll tell you about everything. So it means that for the 2022 and 2023 academic year, the minimum stipend for a 50% academic year RALTC is $21,000. So it means that for the whole academic year, you're giving $21,000 as the graduate assistantship, and then they will spread it across 9 months for you. So yeah, you divide 9 months by 21. Whatever you get will be your monthly stipend. So let me. And this will mean that you'll be working to 20 hours a week as a teaching assistant, as a graduate teaching assistant, or graduate research assistant, or any of the assistantship that they might give you. So that's how basically their funding comes. Okay, so please, I'm coming in. I'm trying to do the simple thing so I can give you the estimate. So yeah, it means that if you are awarded this funding, you might be getting around $1,400 or $1,500 a month as stipend, or it might even be more than that. So yeah, that's what you'll be getting as a month, and then you use some to pay your rent, and then your feeding, then any other thing that you want to use the money for. So these are so you see there are types of graduate assistantship. So let me click on the types so we know the different types. So we have types of graduate assistantship. We have teaching assistant or associate. So you become a teaching assistant, that is, you become a tutor for some of the courses, and then they pay you at the end. Teaching associate, I think it's just like the teaching assistantship. Or you become a research assistant, you become a research assistant to any of the lecturers or a faculty. And then the next video will be about how to find faculty or how to find potential supervisors at the department. That'll be a next video, but yeah, we'll come to it later. Yeah, so you see all that. And then if you don't want to be a teaching assistant or you don't want to be a research assistant, they have different forms. Graduate service assistant. So you can become an administrative assistant, a deputy administrative assistant, or they have different stacks at the department and the schools that you can do to get a graduate assistant. So it's not necessarily the case that you have to be a research assistant or a teaching assistant. So yeah, it means that for this school and they have funding in the form of tuition and aid, and then they have the funding in the form of graduate assistantship. And then again, I'm just summarizing the whole thing. Even though they require GRE on their official requirements, you can see from the page again that the GRE was waived for the academic year. So yeah, basically that's how to look for schools in the US and how to get funded. So maybe we can try for one more school. So let me try for another school so that we can get about 3 schools that we've set, and then you won't be confused, because as I said, every school has got a unique page. Okay, the thing that you might find in one school's page might not necessarily be the one that you find in another school's page. So yeah, basically that's it. So let's do I think we have to do one more school, then we can call it a day. So again, you pick from the options that let me share the tab. Again, you pick from the options that I've stated, or if you have any school in mind that you want to also share, feel free to do that. So there are a lot of schools. You just pick one, then you type master's programs at, let's say, Florida International University, but they said online, so this one. But yeah, just type the name of the school. Just type the name of the school and upload it, and then that'll be good to go. So let's look for the next school, which I'm looking at, Iowa State University. I'm coming. Let me open a new tab so it becomes easy for everybody. I'm trying to open a new tab. Okay, so now let's, just as we've done in the previous videos, let's do for this one too. So I'm typing master's program at Iowa State University. So I type that, and then yeah, I click enter. The options come. So you guys follow the process that we have been talking about for the other schools. You see AIS States Edu, so it should tell you it's an official site, and then you can see some of the courses that they offer there too. So accounting, MS. So just click on it to see. But there's one thing that these people have done that makes their search very simple. So from the narrow search, it means that if you don't want to go through the stress of going through all this one, you can just narrow your search by picking the type of program that you want. If you want a doctoral program, you just click on doctors. The option they'll give you will be only PhDs. So we want to look out for masters. So I select masters and I click, and then it refreshes and give me a page. So it means that all the courses that are here, they offer masters in all the courses that are here. So you select the one that you want, you check the admission requirements, and then remove. So again, I'm picking political science. But as I said earlier, if you have any code that you want us to be looking at, you can put it in the comment section, and then I'll do that in the next video. So I click on political science and it comes. So there's one thing you have to note. They have program websites, they have program handbook, request information, apply. So it means that even though this is the school's website, this is not the direct political science department's website, but you can get every information that you want from here. But if you want detailed information, it's best you always go to the program's website, or you even check the handbook. The handbook mostly contains everything that you need to know. Any question you want to ask, it answers that. So you can have a glance from here. You get to know the admission requirements from the glance. You see the admission requirements here. Let me highlight. From the glance, you can see the admission requirements here. So it means that you have to get a 4-year bachelor's degree. You have to get a transcript, a minimum GPA of 3.0. So you have to get a 3.0. But they've stated that program may alter requirements. It means that there are certain cases that you might change the requirement. But let's say if you have a GPA that is below 3.0, there's a way of going about it to seek the permission of the school to apply that you have a GPA below 3.0. I'll have another video on how to go about that particular. If you have a GPA below 3.0, how to go about it. I'll have another video on it. So yeah, you see program specific requirements, and you see program requires GRE, and they've said no. So it means that the program does not require GRE, it does not require GMAT or IELTS or any other thing. So yeah, right from the start, they let you know they don't take GRE. And then, as I've been explaining with the Arizona State University about priority deadline, you see application deadlines here, as I've highlighted. And then you see 4th semester financial aid March 1st, then 4th semester no aid May 1st. So it means that if you want to apply to this school and want to be considered for funding, it means that by March 1st, you're supposed to submit your application in order to be considered for financial aid or any form of scholarship. You understand? But if you submit your application before March 1st, it means there will be no aid. So that's what I've been trying to explain with the Arizona State University. So yeah, the time that you submit your application also has a way of influencing the funding that you get, and that's if you after you found out that the school has funding or not. So yeah, basically this is the basic information. Now you see there's the information about funding and everything is not directly from here. So you have two options. You can go to the program's website to check, or you can check from the handbook. Most of the time the handbook, as I said, contains all the information. So let's make our job simple. Let's just look at the handbook. Yes. So let me share the handbook tab. So after clicking on the handbook, this was the option that came. So they have a full handbook. So I zoom it. So MA Political Science. So it means everything you need to know about the political science program will be in the handbook, and that'll be very simple for you. So you can just download it and look through. Again, you can see admission requirements, application deadlines, class registration, counseling, withdrawal, everything. Again, here they made their simple. So you can see that there's graduate assistantship here. There's financial aid, graduate assistantship, and scholarship. You get it? So it means that this school gives graduate assistantship, and then they give financial aid, which is the scholarship. So we are actually looking for the graduate assistantship. So it means that you have to go to page 14 to find out. So let's scroll to page 14 to read more about the graduate assistantship. Sorry. Okay. Have I passed 14? I don't think so. Page 10. Okay, so okay. So now this is financial aid, graduate assistantship, and scholarship. As I said, those are the three main scholarships that the school have. So mostly the graduate assistantship are what are for international students, and then there are some scholarship and fellowship that you can also get to apply, and then financial aid, they're in that form. But the graduate assistantship are the ones that you can easily apply to and get them. So they have two types of graduate assistants: graduate teaching assistant and graduate research assistant. Those are, so it means that when you apply for the admission, so in order to apply for the graduate assistantship, they have some schools that you apply for the graduate assistantship separately from the admission, and some that you just apply with the admission. So when you submit your application, in the questions that they ask you, they'll ask you if you want to be considered for graduate assistantship. You just indicate yes, and then automatically they consider you for it. So you don't have to stress. And some too, after you submitted your application and you got an admission, then they will tell you to apply for the graduate assistantship. So every school has got how to go about it. So with that too, I'll show you one example, but I don't think it will be in this video, probably in the next video. Yeah, so there's graduate assistantship. So it means that there's funding from the school. So it means that if you want to apply to MA Political Science, this school has funding for you and you can check it out. So yeah, basically I think that's it. But this school has a peculiar, let me see if I can find it. They have a peculiar let me see if I can find it. They have a peculiar requirement. That is, they have the option that before you submit your application, they will make you submit a pre-application. The pre-application is in the sense that you first submit a form of application for them to approve it first before they, let me see if I can find from the options. Submit a form of application for them to approve before they tell you to submit your final application. They do this because they don't want you to waste your application fee. So they'll ask you to submit certain things first. If you submit and then they think that they can give you admission, then they can tell you to pay for the admission fee. So let me see if I can find a pre-application. I'm not finding it, but yeah, we have schools like that. There's one school in Canada that's also like that. It's called Saskatchewan. They also have the pre-application. They will make you submit your transcript, your SOP or statement of purpose or statement of interest or motivation letter, and then they review all that before they will let you know if you can go ahead or not. So again, these are the basic requirements. Even though they've stated there on the page, they require a 250 to 500 long essay, your transcript, the application fee, and then letters of recommendation, at least 3 letters of recommendation. So yeah, basically that's it.